Good morning, everybody. Good morning if you're in school, and good morning to all those children who are still at home and are doing phonics with us. We are going to need to concentrate really hard today because we are doing something that is very complicated. We are going to look at this sound, or this grapheme, which we've learnt whilst we were in year 1. What does this grapheme say? Ow. Ow. Now you're right, it does say ow. However, what else does it say? Ew. It also says ooh. What else does it say? Ow. It says ow, it says ooh, it says oh, and it also says oh. So this grapheme works really hard for its money. It makes 4 different sounds. So mostly we've learnt it says ow, like mouse in the house. Then we have learnt that it says ooh, like in you and soup. And then we have also learnt that it says oh, like in shoulder and oldie. And then we have also learnt that it sometimes says oh, like in our keywords could and would. Okay, could you just move into your phonics spaces, guys? Thank you. Okay, so 4 different possible sounds this grapheme can make. That is quite tricky, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a look at some words, and instead of mixing them up today because it is tricky, I've put them all in groups that make the same sound. So our first one is going to make the ow, ow, ow sound when you've pricked your finger with a needle. So here is our first word. Sound it out, please. Ow, pound. And we should all know that because we've been learning about money in school this week and at home. We've been talking about pounds. Let's just have an extra tricky question. How many pennies are in a pound? Tell your teacher. Say it again. Oh, good. Yes, 100 pennies are in a pound. Well done. Okay, just checking that you were still doing your maths. Okay, here's our next one. Huh. Right, can we sound it? I think my class have gone to sleep. It's a Friday. Let's sound it out together. Huh. Ow. No, hang on a minute. My group just said house air. Have a look there. That makes this sound together. House, house, house. I'm going to have to ask you to be quiet when it's not time to talk, otherwise the other children can't hear. So, house, 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 house. Okay, here we have, still using the ow sound, but you can see it is an alien word, so sound it out for me. Ow, glound, glound. Load of old nonsense, but you did good sounding out. Okay, this time we're going to use this grapheme to make the ooh sound, like in the ooh. So we're going to make the ooh sound. So here we go, sound it out, make the ooh sound. Ooh, soup, soup. So if you sounded out salp and you went, ooh, salp, that's not a word. You could try the ooh sound instead. So if ow doesn't work, try oops, oop, soup. Okay, next word, let me have a look, this is still the ooh sound. Ooh, and, ooh, and. Wound. What is a wound? Tell your teachers or your grown-ups at home. What is a wound, Mason?
It's a kind of gunshot.
It doesn't. That's not really what it means. No. Hamish. No, oh, that's a wound, darling. No, a wound is when you've hurt yourself. If you break the skin and you have a scab or a graze, or you've had an operation where somebody has cut into your skin and done stitches, that is a wound. It's where your skin has been cut or open and there's probably blood has come out, is a wound. Okay. Shh. So, have I done? I'm getting really mixed up now. Let's do this one. Okay, so still the oo sound. Oo, floop. And we know it's an alien word. Floop. I quite like floop. I think that might be my word of the day. Oh, floop. Right, okay, so now we have, oh my goodness, this grapheme making the O sound, the O sound. So here we are. Sh, O, D,
Shoulder.
Shoulder, excellent. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes. Sh, O, D, shoulder. Well done. And here is another O sound. O-D, mold. So there are two meanings of the word mold. It can be that horrible green fairy stuff that grows on your food when it goes off. When on Miss Fother's broccoli in the fridge, sometimes I have mold and I need to throw it away. But also it can be something that you might put a jelly in that you want it to take the shape of. Sometimes in the Play-Doh we have molds that it's a form, and then something that you pour into it or push into it will take the shape of that form, and that is a mold. Okay, and here is our alien O word. Sound it out for me. P-O-L-D-E. Poldy, poldy. Okay, well done. So remember, I haven't given you any words with the sound in it, like would, should, could, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't, because we have learnt those already in year 1 as our spellings, but because you hadn't learnt the sound, you learnt them as a keyword. So you should already know how to spell those words: would, could, should, wouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't. Okay, so 4 words to write for me, please. The first one, where this is making the ow sound. Sound, 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 sound. Don't make a sound. Sound, sound, sound. So we're still using the same grapheme. Have you put your sound buttons on? Excellent. We're still using the same grapheme, but this time it's going to make the oo sound. Soup. No, not soup. Mistake, sorry. Group. This group are working really hard. Group. 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 Put your sound buttons on. Excellent. Working hard in my group today. Right. Our third word, which is a longer word, a 2-syllable word, is boulder. So, oops, I've dropped my phonemes. Hang on. So, this is making the O sound in this word. B-O-L-D. And remember that sound on the end of a word. B-O-L-D. B-O-L-D. Boulder. A boulder is like a big rock, isn't it? A boulder. Excellent. B-O-B-O-L-D. Fantastic. Okay, and our last word, our 2-syllable word is youthful. Youthful. Mrs. McNiven is very youthful when she jogs around the classroom. Youthful. Y-oo. We're using this one as the oo sound in this word. Y-oo. O-o. Now, even though the ul sound is after a short vowel, it's after an it only has one L. That is a special word ending that is always spelt just with one L. So we don't need 2 L's on this occurrence. It's the posh word for that is a suffix. So when we write the full suffix, it only has one L. So let me sound that out for you again, because I can see some of my children have missed out some sounds. Listen. Y, oo, o, ul. 6 sounds. Y, oo, o, ul. So there is a th and a th in the middle of that word. Y, oo, o, ul. Youthful. Please remember that we are using this grapheme for the oo sound in this word. Oo. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm just going to turn around so my children can see me sticking out my tongue. Right, watch me. Youthful. Youthful. So it has a and a in the middle. Youthful. You've missed out the in yours, haven't you? You've written youthful. So the word is youthful. Youth. Now you've missed the f out. It's a f followed by a f. Youthful. Oh, it's a tricky one today. I'm testing you, children. Okay, so let's have a look at our shorter words. I'm hoping you've got these right, but if you haven't, just put your sound buttons on correctly and fix your mistakes. So we've got s, ow, d, sound. Can you please have a look? Check you've got your sound buttons in the correct place and that all the phonemes are in there. S, ow, d, sound. Okay, our next short word, g, oo. So this time our OU is making the oo sound, group, g, oop. So you should have 4 sound buttons in group, g, oop, group. Okay, our harder word where it makes the O sound, b, o, l, d, Here we go. B, o, l, d, That sound at the end of the word. Miss Dirk this is Miss Dirk's special sound. She loves this sound. It's called a schwa. That non sound at the end of a word where you just go like you don't know what. Boulder. B, o, l, d, boulder. Okay, and our last word, which was a little bit tricky, let's look really carefully at it. Y, oo, o, ul. So there are 6 sounds in this word, but if you look carefully, you must have these sounds in the middle, the th and the f. The word is youthful, youthful, youthful. That means that even though you're not young, you are very young at heart. Youthful, youthful. Well done. And because this is a special suffix, a word ending, it only has 1 L. This is a suffix. So when you have a full on the end of a word, like a cupful or beautiful or youthful, it just has 1 L, even though usually it really needs 2. Okay, super duper. Let us go to reading our sentence and then we're going to write. So we've got a longer sentence to read and I think it's nearly all phonic. So let's have a look. Here is our sentence. So the n. Toucan. What is a toucan? Tell your teacher or your grown-up, what is a toucan? It is a kind of bird. It has a very colourful beak, a black bird with a very big colourful beak. The toucan will not make a ound. The toucan will not make a sound when it is loud. E. So the toucan will not make a sound when it is cloudy. So we've got the OU making the oo sound in toucan. We've got it making the ow sound in sound and the ow sound in cloudy. So it's working hard in that sentence, making two different sounds. The toucan will not make a sound when it is cloudy. That's not true. Miss Fothers has just made that up to include the words. That's not a true fact about toucans. Okay, so now it comes to your writing sentence. So you will need your home learning book or a whiteboard and a pen. The sentence I want you to write is, you have a wound on your shoulder. So you have a wound on your shoulder. So in that sentence, this grapheme is making three different sounds. The oo in you, the, oh no, in fact, it's making an oo in you and an oo in wound, and it's making an o in shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. Make sure you know the sentence before you start to try and write it. You have a wound on your shoulder. I can hear lots of my group saying that sentence to themselves as they're writing it out. That's excellent. You have a wound on your shoulder. I'm just going to turn around and see how my children are doing with that. Your grown-ups at home or in school will help you. Okay. You have a wound on your shoulder. Perfect. Can we have a capital letter at the beginning of the sentence before Miss Fothers becomes unhinged? Capital letters and full stops, guys, please. You have a wound on your shoulder. You've missed a word out. Shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. Shoulder. Is it the last word? Sh. O-L-D. The word your is not the sound your, it's the word your. When we're talking about you, your. So, which is one of our key words. It's not the phoneme your, it is the key word your. We talked about this one yesterday. You have a wound on your shoulder. Okay, how are we doing, other groups? Could you give me a wave or a thumbs up if you are ready, please? You have a wound on your shoulder. Okay, so Miss Sturck's group and Miss Hussein's group are ready, so let's have a look. And so is Mrs. Hudson's group. So it's not a long sentence, but it has some tricky words in it. So, you. You must have a capital Y for the beginning of your sentence, which looks quite different from a little y, please. You have a wound. Wound. And I've just said w, and I always tell you off for saying that, don't I? It's ooh. You have a wound. Wound. On your, we talked about this word yesterday. You should be spelling that correctly. It's one of your key words. On your shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. and don't forget your full stop at the end. So have a look carefully at my sentence. Make sure you have got all the words spelled correctly and you have your sound buttons in the correct place. You have a wound on your shoulder. You have a wound on your shoulder. That was quite tricky today. Miss Wilkinson's looking at me as if to say, are you bonkers, Miss Fothers? Do you know these children are only 5 or 6? But I know you are really good at phonics. And I know you are really practicing hard with your phonics ready for year 2. So I'm hoping that you got at least most of that right today. So well done for these 2 letters that when they're together, they can work really hard. They do lots of different sounds. They do the ow sound, the sound, the oo sound, and the o sound. 4 different sounds, so they work really hard. So remember, ow, oo, o. And if one of them doesn't sound right, try one of the others. Okay, well done. Hard work today, children. And have a lovely, lovely weekend. And we will see you again on Monday. Bye.